Hello, my name is Pastor John Hogenson from Mount Olivet Lutheran Church. I am glad to be with you, if only in video. I was to be with you in person, but I just got out of the hospital, so I can't be with many people. But I'm thrilled to be with you. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I stand before you. No, actually, I'm sitting before you as a person who was a CNA 2 different times in my life. I sit before you as a former long-term care chaplain. I sit before you as a board member of St. Andrew's Village, where I used to be a pastor at St. Andrew's Lutheran Church. It is at St. Andrew's Village where my mother lived, my father and mother-in-law lived, and where my mother-in-law still lives. They all spent time at Boutwell's Landing, and I visited them a lot. You do very good work. And I sit before you as a former transitional care resident at Lake Minnetonka Shore. I was sent there to recover from a stroke and an inoperable brain tumor, which I still have. I want to do 3 things today. First, I want to thank you for what you do. You have made a tremendous difference in my life and in my family's life. I couldn't possibly begin to repay you for all that you have done. Second of all, the one thing I want you to know is you make a difference, not only in the life of your residents, but in their family's life. It's hard to express my great gratitude for you. What you are doing is holy work, and work that makes a difference. Third, I want to spend just a little bit of time telling you about how to be an even better minister. And when I meet with young pastors, I get out the Bible and tell them to look at Romans 12:15. It says this. It's very simple. Laugh with those who laugh. Cry with those who cry. That's Romans 12:15. Laugh with those who laugh. Cry with those who cry. Notice it doesn't mean saying or doing the right thing. It just means being caring and having empathy, standing in their shoes. Let me tell you what people will remember about you. Now, as a former resident, I remember many of the things you did for me and to me, but how I remember you is by how you made me feel. Someone once said, no one cares how much you know till they know how much you care. And how you make people feel, the spirit you do your job, makes all the difference in the world. You can encourage people with your attitude, or you can cause them discouragement and want to give up on life. I am here not only because of all the people praying for me, but the way you encourage me and want me to be better than I was. When I went to Lake Minnetonka Shore, I had a tracheotomy. I had a catheter. I wasn't able to eat food. I was on a feeding tube. But you encouraged me that that didn't have to be forever. And thank God it was. Thank you, thank you. Now I want to invite a dear friend of over 20 years, one of my very best friends in the world, Presbyterian Homes, Dwayne Larson. Let's hear it for Dwayne, everybody. Clap hard. Dwayne, come on up. I'm here with my dear friend Dwayne Larson, who I've known over 20 years, and has been with me every step of the way as I go on this spiritual adventure of fighting a brain tumor, recovering from a stroke, and trying to get better every day. Dwayne, you have some questions for me.
John, you've done a great job framing up your ministry and really messaging to our 600 leaders who are here today what this devotion is meant to be and how it's to land for them. And just a question for you as a resident at Lake Minnetonka, what are some of those takeaways of how you had help that you can relay to all of us as caregivers today?
Little things are big things. Some of the simplest acts of care where I depended on it for my whole life. What you do matters not only to the lives of the residents, but to God as well.
And of your time at Lake Minnetonka, we were able to take advantage of the physical grounds. A lot of times people don't put into context the healing nature and God-giving spirit of physical grounds.
Yeah, it was at Lake Minnetonka where I began to speak just a little bit, because when I went in there I couldn't speak at all. It was at Lake Minnetonka shores where I started to eat for the very first time in over 6 months. Every night my wife, and usually a daughter or a friend of mine, would go into the beautiful dining room for dinner, and then we'd go outside and just sit by the lake. It was so beautiful, so therapeutic. It played a big role in my healing. And in many ways, I miss that beautiful environment. I don't want to go back to transitional care, but I do want to go back to Lake Minnetonka shore. Dwayne, I don't know if I told you this, but one Sunday in September, I rode by Lake Minnetonka shore on my recumbent bike, and it felt kind of wonderful to go by the place where I couldn't even move when I got there. And part of what I give credit to is wonderful staff, the therapy team at Lake Minnetonka shore, and the healing environment. What else do you have for me doing?
Well, I thought I'd share, it won't be too embarrassing, but I thought it was just the relationship that John felt with a certain nurse, and I'll just call you out, Kurt. As John and I were heading down for a bonfire that was being put on by Michelle, and Chaplain Mary was out there, Kurt's words down the hallway were yelling at John saying, "John, hot dogs are not mechanical soft."
And Kurt, you know what? I have had many, many hot dogs since. And Kurt, I want to thank you for the great care you gave to me. I really, truly appreciate it. You were one of the people I was talking about earlier, where you don't remember as much about what people did for you as how they make you feel. And you made me feel hopeful, Kurt. I was looking forward to seeing you today. One other thing, people, never treat your residents as something on a to-do list to check off. Treat them as brothers and sisters in Christ, people that you care for. Did I say too much just now?
John, that was a great wrap up. It's a meaningful part for today, and hopefully it centers everything.
All right, let me ask you some questions.
Okay.
Why do you wear? You didn't know I was going to do this, did you?
Well, of course not. I never.
Tell me why you work for Presbyterian Homes.
I work for Presbyterian Homes because of the Christian culture that we demonstrate, where I can live out my faith every single day.
That was good and totally unscripted. Thank you, everyone, very much. I hope to be with you in person soon. God bless you for what you do. Dwayne, I don't think I told you this. I'm sorry, I can't.
You can keep that part in.
I can't, Dwayne.